Hello, I'm Rita Nahata. Professionally, I work for the handicrafts sector, but personally, I'm a green activist, and now at this age, my time is divided equally between my profession and my green lifestyle.
Ma'am, you have a beautiful house. Can you please tell us about your lifestyle here?
Thank you. So we have here approximately about 3,000 plus square meters of land area. And what we have tried to do is to create a mini food chain so that we have a near zero waste lifestyle. Whatever other waste that we do not recycle, we sell it to the kawadiwala. So that ensures that it is recycled. So as a result, in order to create a mini food chain, we have a lot of animal life on the farm and we have a lot of plant life on the farm. So because in order to have aquatic plants, we have water bodies, and in order to keep them mosquito free, we have fish, and in order to also sustain our organic farming, because fish waste is excellent fertilizer. Some of the marine life like azolia and spirulina are very good fertilizers. Then the birds, their droppings is also excellent fertilizer. And the birds eat the plant waste, and the fish also eat spirulina and azola. So as a result, we have managed to have a mini food cycle.
Ma'am, what is your inspiration to go green and choose solar power over traditional power?
Okay, now inspiration for going green goes back to my childhood. My mother was a very keen gardener and she had a lovely kitchen garden. And even when I was small, we used to have our own vegetables, most of it from our farm, from our kitchen garden. And so it was very, very natural. I didn't realize that I'm doing something different. So when electric cars were introduced in the country, I was one of the first ones to switch from carbon fuel-based vehicles to electric cars. And then rainwater harvesting also came naturally, because you keep reading about the water levels depleting in Delhi and then nobody doing anything about it. So I decided we'll go for rainwater harvesting. Then same goes with solar electricity. In fact, I've been responsible for not just having solar here. The organization that I worked for, from where I have retired, we have a 3.7 megawatt rooftop installation. So I decided to go for solar. So currently I already have 10 kilowatt solar, and this Amplus solar would make it 17.5 megawatt solar.
How did you get to know about HomeScape Solar?
Okay, that's very interesting. The place where we are installing, we have installed HomeScape. Right from day one, when we decided that Amrit farm would be available to outsiders for celebrations, I always had in my mind a structure which was not exactly a traditional baradari, but something similar to give it an kind of an open courtyard space. So for last 2.5 years, I am thinking of different possibilities. So I have been sort of contemplating, meeting people, looking at various options to cover that area. And one fine day, nowadays, I don't know whether it is true or not, but I've been told that Google follows what you are doing on the internet and then tries and send to you things that you want. So because I'm active on social media and I'm always looking for anything which is environment friendly. So they decided to send me this advertisement of HomeScape. And the thing it had was something very similar to what I wanted. So there were some contact numbers and I contacted. And that is how I got in touch with HomeScape.
What made you choose HomeScape?
Because it exactly served, or it actually is delivering to me what I wanted. In fact, it is 100% of what I wanted.
Which aspect of HomeScape have you liked the most? Like maybe the design, the utility, or the hassle-free installation? Or it just being a unique offering in the market?
All of them. So when I contacted the company, because the parent company Amplus Solar is known to me, I straight away called Thomas Matthew and said, okay, have you launched this? He said, yes. I said, oh my God, why didn't you do it earlier? I said, okay, start. When do you want to start? She says, tomorrow. So there and then, I gave her the initial payment. And within a week, everything, the structure was installed. The solar panels have been mounted. There's still some pending issues, but I think by monsoons, just before monsoons, I think I'll have a canopy which will be a dream come true for me, because that is exactly what I wanted.
How do you think solar power affects the environment?
Well, if we compare the traditional electricity, which would make thermal, nuclear, dams, everything versus solar, then obviously solar has less carbon footprint. But you cannot say that solar electricity is 100% green. But then, we don't have blacks and whites in life. We always, there are shades of gray. And if you are closer to white, it's better. So that is how I consider solar energy. So solar electricity, yes, you can reduce your carbon footprints. That is how I look at it.
Is doing your bit for the environment an important aspect for you to have chosen solar power?
Yes, positively. Because it's not my bit for the environment or such, it's a religion for me. I don't go to a temple, I'm an atheist. So for me, nature is my religion. So I do the best I can.
What do you have to say about the design and beauty aspect of the product?
As far as this HomeScape product is concerned, you have to realize that because of its kind of construction you do with the pillars and the beams, cross beams on the top, it gives you a lot of scope for greening, decorating, green baskets, hanging plants, and that will enhance the natural beauty of any house, green or not. So according to me, it's a perfect design if you want to plan a kind of a green sit out. Like I am planning to have a lot of hanging baskets, maybe more than 100 baskets, maybe a lot of plants around, so that when you are sitting under the HomeScape structure, you will get the feeling of, you're sitting inside a gazebo or something like that. So design-wise, I think it's near perfect for what I had imagined.
How is it going to enhance the beauty of your house, and what are your further plans?
According to me, maybe 6 months down the lane, when the plants are also settled, it will probably be the highlight or the most attractive part of my residence.
How will you explain your overall experience of buying a HomeScape solar pergola?
The most cooperative, the most experienced, efficient team so far. And I'm sure they will continue doing the same. They're a really nice team.
Will you recommend HomeScape to others?
Oh, any day. Any day, any day.